Okay, so Postman's been, or FedEx man I suppose has been, my CPMO box here. And let's see what I've ended up with. So, unboxing vids are all the rage with my kids anyway. So, what have we got? My service pack, which consists of oil, air filter, which does look in better than the one I've got. I'm kind of scoff at Charlie trying to do this one, and I'm trying to do it exactly the same. So the rest of the service kit includes 1x filter, 1x spark. The bits that I was particularly interested in. Stems. I have to check what that's for. I think that is the same size as on the starter, which I've already replaced. But yeah, okay, it's the proper one for it. Stem valves. That I think is going to be my next job, is replacing the stem valves. And I've watched a couple of vids. I've had a couple of gypsies from the likes of DT Motorcycles Essex on trying to change tyres at home. I don't want to change the tyres. Tyres are fine, it's the stems that have the issue. So I'm going to give that a go. I've watched a couple of videos. It would make sense. What would it make sense to do? It would make sense to have a go at the rear one before I mess around trying to put the exhaust that I'm slowly but surely sorting out on it, because it just gives you more space. So I think that is next job. Stems. EGR blanking. Not sure if I'm going to use it yet. The second of 2 exhaust mounting bolts and lovely fresh spinny front wheel bearings. That's the words I was looking for, and in the right order. I have ordered a bearing pulling kit, which should be here by the weekend. So I think front wheel tastic over the weekend, and I'll get the old knackered bearings out because a previous MOT said they were knackered, and bang those bad boys in. And that's it. Right, so I think first job, these bad boys. And I'm also going to look up to check what that's for. I'm pretty sure that is starter motor. It looks about right, but actually the one I put in it is similar to being as thick. So I'm just splitting it then, it's a bit of dirt. Right, cool, happy. I'll catch you in a bit. Right, being the big kid that I am, I can't wait to give this a go. So I've got the new stem. Got loads of access to the tyre without the exhaust on, so I thought I'll give it a go. Right, so what I want to do is try and bend the tyre out of the way of the stem. So I've got a few clamps kicking around, so I'll give that a go. This is a 6-inch one. I can't remember when I got this. I can't remember what for, what particular project, but I've not really used it in anger, so let's give it a go. I've deflated the tyre. How are we doing? So, a block of wood on one side. Open it up a bit. Right, that'll do. I think I want a rag. Excuse me. Tyre's quite shagged anyway, so I'm not overly fussed, but I want to get against the stem, against the wood on the other side, just to try and push it back and see if this works. Like I say, never done this before, but that's why I do things like this. seems to be working. It's tempting fate massively. It's certainly broken that bead nicely. I might need another clamp, and I haven't got another big one. I might get away with a smaller one. Now that I've done the hard work with a big boy. Failing that, I've got another big one, but it's a bumpy one. I'll give that a go actually. It's a lot harder work because it's relying on my grip. Use that one to hold it still and do this one. Move it in a little bit onto the bead a bit more, I think. Like I say, I've never done this before, so it's all guesswork so far. Try a little bit more onto the bead like that, I think. That looks alright. Right, slight change of plan. Took the wheel off. I don't really have a workbench, but I do have a bit of work surface or kitchen surface. So just jam that in and tried it on that, and it worked. Not first time, has to be said. So it was clamped down on that. It slips backwards with the rubber, so you get to a decent point. Second clamp, which is not good for clamping things down, but it's good for holding them still. Hold it still, undo, readjust, undo, and do that 2 or 3 times, and it's worked. Right, now let's see if I can get the stem in. Quite tired. Right, everyone's favourite lube, washing liquid. Take the cap off, get it lubed up a bit. So just lubing around that top edge. It's not going to fit in from the top, obviously. It's going to be a bit of a fucker to get in at all, but let's give it a go. Now I reckon pokey pokey might be the best way rather than pulley pulley. It's not too far off. Desperately hard not to damage it. I don't think I can get any more bite that way. It might have to be a pull. Oh, hang on, a bit of movement there. quite in. Getting movement there. Go on, you swine. Not quite. I'm going to have to try and pull from the back up from the top, I think. Right. Now, regrettably, the problem with doing a kind of impromptu video without really thinking it through is you might forget to charge your phone. So my phone just died as I was pulling that pulling the stem through, and regrettably it means I didn't get to film the really satisfying pop of the bead, pop it back in using my track pump. But all good. It's wet because I've taken the opportunity while it's off just to give it a little bit of a clean with nothing more than soap and water, frankly. But my analogy wouldn't let me put a dirty wheel, or certainly a minging wheel, back on the bike. But you know, so what? What have I learned? It is possible. You see my shadow. It is possible to change the stems while it's on the bike. I think it's just harder. I couldn't quite get that flat surface leverage. So, you know, if you put a clamp around the tyre and squeeze, it's just all going to gather in the middle. You want it to gather to one side, so you're better off doing it on a flat surface, I think. And for the time it takes to whip off a scooter wheel, you might as well just whip it off, frankly. Right, I will do another video on the front wheel, but probably not today. But so what, valve stems cost, I think, were £2.39 each from CPO or CMPO, and once I'd found a better setup, i.e. a flat surface to do it on, it took me about 8 minutes. Brill. Cool, cheers all, catch you later, ta-da.